Alright, we should be going. Alright.
Wicked.
Well, welcome back, guys, to the Carrabassett Valley Railroad. It's been probably about a few months now, per usual, here on my channel. And, yeah, I finally have the route back from Sean, who gave me a little more than we already bit off more than we could chew with this damn project, but now we are, you know, up to our necks in route and decided, you know what would sound really great if we added more route. And you know what? We did. We added more route. It's beautiful. It's huge. It's great. It's great. So I don't know if you can hear Sean on the stream because I'm in call with him. Try speaking.
They should be able to. I'm just muted right now because I'm trying to eat my chicken wrap.
Okay. Well, for whatever reason, if they can't hear you, let me see. Let me turn up my end. Try speaking real quick, Sean. If you aren't, like, you know, balls deep in your chicken.
I just listened to the stream a second ago. You can hear me just fine.
Okay, that's perfect. That's all I need to know. I just need to be able to hear you. So, what I'm more concerned with is popping out the chat on my end. Actually, let me double check that and see if... Yep, I can see the chat right there. So, I can just do that. Alright, so the chat works on screen too, so everything's working perfectly. So, but this is Waterville, Maine, where this is the former Maine Central Yard up here. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot, but that's a yard, I tell you. There's like a roundhouse right here, and there's like a river over here, and it's a yard. There's an intermodal facility here, but we're now heading south to Waterville out of Skowhegan. So we're going to be extending all our reaches down to Waterville and to interchange with Pan Am, because it probably made more sense for us to do that versus to meet with them in Newport at the old Sebassticook Yard. It just, you know, kind of came up in conversation one night, and hey Toby, but it made more sense because the problem is where the old yard in Newport sat, which was right about looks like here. I zoom out just enough with hopefully without trades crashing. So right here is Newport Yard. Over here is Northern Maine Junction. Pan Am runs roughly through here and then down and then into Waterville this way. That's Waterville. Newport sits roughly halfway between Waterville and Northern Maine Junction, which are 2 yards for Pan Am. So if we're interchanging with Pan Am, why don't we just bring the stuff to them, because they're the bigger railroad than us. They go a lot further. They're kind of our way to connecting to with the rest of the country. So it made more sense for us to go and connect with them. So that's kind of in theory what we've done here is, of course, I start live streaming and my cat wants all sorts of pets. Yeah, you want all sorts of love. Yes, you do. Hello, hello, hello. You hear anything about CP making an MMA heritage unit? It is. Heritage unit. Couldn't tell you. And no, I have not heard that. Probably a CMQR heritage unit, but it is what it is. Really couldn't care. Anyways, so we're jumping in today. You can see right here, this is the old Sebassticook Yard, and well, it's no longer needed because we're no longer. Well, this is Pan Am's mainline. This is Pan Am's track. This is a Pan Am track right here. You know, hi, how's it going? So, this wasn't needed at all. So Sean got the green light to go ahead and absolutely just destroy the yard and rip it out, and you know, and so on and so forth, because he hated this yard. He did not particularly like this yard, and I can't says I terribly blame him. I like my yard. I miss it, but you know, it is what it is. But if we go over here a little ways, so we come through Newport, you can see there's no track. We don't even come down here anymore. We don't make our obnoxious right-hand turn go up the hill. We don't come across this road anymore, even though there's still gates and lights. We don't come up this way, and we don't cross Interstate 95 anymore. But our tracks are right over here. So let's take a look and see what we've done. So we're going to start in familiar territory. We're going to start right here coming out of Palmyra. So you come up the hill from Palmyra, which is still pretty steep, but it is what it is. So you come out of Palmyra, and normally this is where you'd be getting into Newport, or Control Point Newport. This is the siding for Newport. Instead, you hang a left instead of going right. So you come this way and you cross US Route 2 right here. And right over here will be the switch for the siding. So I will probably still include the siding here. And so we come down a pretty gradual grade, make this nice long corner, little cut through the hill, come across, I forget what road that is. That is Libby Hill Road, and then this is Moosehead Trail, which heads up to Moosehead Lake. So we come across Libby Hill Road and Moosehead Lake. The siding will end just before Libby Hill Road, or probably end before the curve or whatever. I'll figure it out, but need at least a decent size siding. And then we start to come alongside what was actually old right-of-way. So this right here, where our track is right now, is an old trail. You can kind of see where this line in the trees is right here. This is actually a ATV kind of mixed-use trail. So this is actually old, I believe, Maine Central right-of-way, if I recall correctly. But this is old railroad. This was here a long time ago. I can't remember when exactly it got ripped out, but it's been an ATV trail for some time. But now it's our right-of-way. So this switch right here, this is the switch for Sebassticook Yard, and the track on the right, this is the bypass for the yard, because some trains don't need to stop this yard, they don't need to deal with the yard, and in order not to interfere with that traffic, they can just go straight past. So, but this is what I've been working on all afternoon. This is the south ladder for the yard, and how the yard is set up is we have obviously this is the yard track. Some trains will use it to run around or whatever, or this is just our track, or even some trains will use it just to get out of the way of another train or whatever have you. The point being, so these two tracks right here, track 1 and 2, this is the arrival departure track. They will stay fairly open all the time for trains, doing as it says, arriving and departing. These 3 tracks up here are for the mining operations and the quarry operations in the area. So these tracks will be just chocked full of 100-ton open hoppers, 3-bay Evans, the 2-bay, whatever have you. But anything mining related or quarry related is going to go in these tracks right here. So just got lost for a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these 2 tracks right here are for locals. There's a pretty big local that's going to run up to Dexter, Maine, for some industries up there that Sean can explain here in a little bit, because I forget them right off the top of my head. And then there's a couple more locals that head down to Heartland, which I'll talk more about in a little bit with Sean. Heartland has a fairly large complex, I believe a tannery up there, of all things. So, and then there's lots of mines in the area and quarries. But for those like I said, those cars will be over here on the tracks 3, 4, and 5. 6 and 7 are for the other respective locals, box cars and tank cars and all that stuff gets kind of sorted into here. And then this track is just kind of a miscellaneous use track. It's just kind of an extra track, overflow track. Primarily doesn't get used a whole lot, but it is here just in case we need it. Coming up a little further right here, I've just added a little MOW area. Sebassticook, like I said, it still sits kind of halfway between Skowhegan, maybe a little closer to Northern Maine Junction, but it's in between Northern Maine Junction and Skowhegan. So I figure probably want to have a little MOW facility here, where trains can kind of be able to access the Abenaki Sub in either direction. And being in the middle, it probably made the most sense to me and stuff like that. So to have an MOW facility here. So it just has a little loadout for ballast, Some ballast cars will come here. I'll put like a little kind of dock right here for bulk items get loaded onto flat cars and what have you. And then this will just be for extra equipment to get stored here when need be. Going up beyond that, we have engine storage tracks right here, as well as just a runaround or just a bypass track or whatever have you. And then over here, we have the fueling area and sanding tower for the yard. Just a little modest area, nothing too huge. And we have the depot just beyond that. And back up in here is just some support sheds. I kind of kept this model just like it was over at the old Sebassticook Yard. Kind of just really used whatever buildings I had over there. And then I grabbed just a small little engine shop, just a little 2-bay, just for small repairs or anything small that needs to go on. So, but that is the yard. Then we have the north ladder, and then the bridge, and that will lead out of the yard. So, but that predominantly is what I've done, and then just stretched it a little further beyond, and now I'm just going to be working on getting the track north. So, north of here, take you up real quick. You can still see this line right here. That is the trail that I'm following. And I will continue to follow that as long as the dem wants to load. North to Corna. So this is Corna right here, tiny little town. The trail passes right through this town and continues on. I believe it's... I have to look at my map. I believe it's right here. This should be the trail right here, driving along. But this will be the Dexter branch as it heads north to the town of Dexter, which is up here along Lake, whatever the heck that is. I forget the name of that lake right there. But yes, so this is Dexter, and this will be part of the end point of the Dexter branch. My mother has texted me. Oh boy, what does she want? She just wanted to ask if oil came. Hello, Ronnie. Sup, Colin? So this will be where Dexter will sit, but haven't quite gotten there yet. But if we go back, that's a hill. Oh god. Oh god. Oh jeez. It's a big old hill. Such is the way of the Carrabassett. But if we follow the trail back down into town, the trail takes, I believe it's right here, right alongside this river. So it comes into town right here, right about, I think that's Main State Route 100. I have to look at my map here a little better. But so the train tracks are right over here. There's like a little warehouse that was probably at one point rail served. But this is where the Abenaki Sub will split from the Dexter branch. And the sub, I believe Sean and I were talking about it last night, will head up this way, which will be a little difficult because I believe this is a 2.8 as it currently stands. Let me see. Yep, that's a 2.8. I could probably get that down just to be a little shallower. But yeah, we're expecting large grades up here. I think we're aiming for that, and then we were going to start working our way over towards Northern Maine Junction via really whatever at that point. So howdy, parrot. I will not hand over the baked beans. Hi, Toby. I know, you want pets, because you hear me talking a lot. But yeah, and then eventually we'll have to end over here at Northern Maine Junction, where CP and Pan Am, or whatever the heck CMQR is doing these days, or whatever they're calling themselves, is it's where they interchange with Pan Am. And model the industrial park, and hey look, a large airport. So, but that is much further into the future. We'll deal with that when we get there inevitably, but right now we are working on detailing Sebassticook Yard, as well as extending the main line beyond that. What is going on in the chat? Fuck off, Moose. So, what I'll do here is I'm gonna take this and move it over. Did Sean put a link in Discord?
Well, yes, because we only had R&D. Now we have viewers. They're just gonna be bastards the whole time.
Just ban them if they get rowdy. From the AM server as well. I'm sure Joe would absolutely love that. Yeah, we should get some music going in here. My parents were married when I was born. Thank you very much. Ah! So we do have people from the AM server. Alright, well, let's stay over here for the moment. So, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fence. Oh, and Sean, during this stream we'll be eliminating any trace of the old Sebassticook Yard, so I'm sure you'll be very pleased by that.
Good riddance.
You almost done eating, or what?
We're past the chicken wrap now, and we're on to the sweet potato casserole.
Oh, sweet potato casserole?
Oh yeah, it's wicked good.
Oh, my aunt hates sweet potatoes. We didn't even get sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving.
That is very unfortunate.
Ugh. Rip old yard. Yeah, this is actually the first thing I built on the Carrabassett when we got the dem. So, little sad to see it go, but I know Sean feels massively indifferent. This is probably the best moment of his life in terms of building this route. I can already hear him unmuting.
I didn't mute again.
I didn't mute again. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I just hit you with the fucking plot twist. What's up?
Well, the ceiling currently.
Depending on where you're located, the sky.
Yes, the sky could be indeed up. Unless you're Sam down in Australia, then it's down.
It is what it is.
Alright, so we're gonna extend the fence. Actually, I'll just. Oh, shit. Whatever, I'm just gonna do this. Beeline for the whole building. Sean, I need to see the progress of this meal, said Moose, and the parrot said, Sean, you better be fucking sharing.
I did show him the progress of this meal, and I'm not fucking sharing. So fuck you.
Wow. Hello, Vermilion Rail fan, and hello, RT fan 739. Okay, there's that. Cancel Southern 1581. I mean, that's a hashtag I can get behind a little bit.
Wow, so you're a bitch. Well, you see, parrot. At least I'm not a bitch-ass bird.
Is that the
gonna
best?
have.
Is that the best you have? Is that the best you have? Come on, Sean. You're from Alabama. Come on.
He's gonna live for 4 years and he's gonna have bird flu the whole fucking time. His parents are already dead and they're just nothing but fucking feathers at this point. And with a little bit of bird shot, he would be too.
This stream brought to you by Petco. Petco, because of birds. At United 737. Trans rights, yes or no? I mean, Parrot has a point, Sean.
If you want to fuck your cousin, go to West Virginia, is all I'm gonna say.
Alright, Colin, take it easy. Just pop in for a few minutes.
Alternatively, you could also fuck Northern Maine while you're there.
Why are... Never mind. Never mind, I don't want to know.
And Moose, as for your question, I hereby support a Second Amendment rights for transvestites deal. I will initiate a trench guns for trannies program if you'll let me, President.
Oh. Okay, yep, that's, alright then. Just out of curiosity, I won't keep it on. I don't know what he intends to do with it, but I wonder how Sean, or not Sean, where's Sean? How Joe's trucks would look. Just pop a snowplow. Just for the hell of it. It's actually pretty nice. Wonder what he'll end up doing with these. To beat my mother. Alright, what was I using for textures over here? Wherever the hell it is. It's on the other side of the lake. Alright, take those textures, bring them over here. Now, what I should probably do beforehand is make this 5 meter. It's probably gonna work a hell of a lot better. There's that. So now I can paint textures just a little bit better. Make the base layer down, probably end up making that dirt. It's putting more dirt down. I don't want to use a pick list. Mother again. Oh no. What does she want? Hey. Does all the sweet fish start running single stacks? Or what, does sweet fish still run single stacks and piggybacks? You know, locals, road railers. Yeah, I don't really see how road railers would be practical up here though. We still do run container trains. We actually have a proper intermodal facility in Waterville now, because come to find out, Pan Am has a intermodal facility there. So now that we run south to Waterville, we utilize that intermodal facility as well as use Waterville as our interchange point with Pan Am. So, but yeah, we still mostly do containers that are bound for Portland or beyond. Grab the ballast. Ballast the damn place. Why? Because Guard can't afford good engineers? No. No, we can afford quite a bit. Just there's no need for the road railers. I just don't see the practicality behind that, really. It just doesn't really seem like there needs to be road railers in this. Yeah, I just don't think there needs to be road railers on the route. So, I mean, if you want to run road railers, you're more than welcome to. I can't stop you from doing whatever the heck you want when the route becomes available, whenever the heck that happens to be. But actually, I'll showcase what some of Sean's done here in a little bit. In terms of yard work, Sean wants to talk about other things he's been doing whenever he's done eating his sweet potato casserole. I think this was the second worst part of this building this route is textures. The first just happens to be placing all the freaking trees, but I don't know how you feel about it, Sean, but
No, textures absolutely sucked, especially considering that Tane already fundamentally sucks for textures.
yeah.
The actual worst part is going to be placing buildings, but the worst part for me is going to be making the buildings.
Yeah, that's right. You have to make the buildings.
Yeah, I have to build like basically all the buildings for every town in this godforsaken fucking route,
That sucks.
and quite frankly, that proposition makes me want to give a shotgun a blowjob.
Oh. Well, there's a hotline for that, Sean.
Hmm.
Although they're busy.
I'll give Remington a call.
Not that hotline. I mean, you do you at this point, whatever. That's some nice dirt. It's not dirt, it's ballast. Uncultured swine.
I too remember when Jaden said that's some nice dirt, and the dirt wasn't even that nice.
Okay, fuck off. I was trying and I was learning.
You were, and I'm very proud of you.
Now look what I did. Sean, I measured the bridge. I measured it.
Yeah, I am quite pleased that you did so.
It is 550 feet long, precisely.
Sure is.
Yep, because I learned.
Except...
You're gonna insult me.
Sorry, no, I was mentally checking your calculations. You're correct.
Yeah, I'm not that bad at math, Sean.
Well, for a second, the thought crossed my mind that the two smaller spans were 100 foot for some reason. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not right. You're about to call Jaden out, and Jaden's gonna call you back out, and you will be wrong.
Yes, Jaden was about to have a very glorious moment. Because this is not often when Jaden is right, although Jaden does make good points lately. Like when I made the point, maybe we should go to Waterville to interchange. But that was also a really bad point.
It was a good point, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Oh, I don't like it either. I absolutely hate that I was right. That it would make more sense for us to go to Waterville to interchange with Pan Am than it would for us to have Pan Am come up to a yard halfway between two of their yards.
I mean, to be fair, they have to go there anyway. It's just that nothing about it makes any fucking sense.
Oh yeah, no. Like, they would basically tell us, hey, yeah, you want your shit brought to other railroads, you bring your shit to us. It's like, okay, well, how do we bring said shit to said Pan Am? Well, yeah, here we are. Now I'm making ballast.
You sure are, buddy.
Yep. So would you like to talk about anything you've been up to lately in terms of the Carrabassett, so the general audience might be aware of what is actually going on behind the scenes?
Well, behind the scenes, I've changed the roster, I think, 5 days in a row lately, so that should tell you quite a lot.
Don't we have to finish talking about that later on tonight?
We do.
Should we just do that right here while we're sitting?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You're doing route work. You're doing actual important shit, and plus I didn't finish populating the list of potential candidates. But basically, the long and short of it is, the last 2 days, Jaden and I have been going over all the branch lines that we serve and all of our yards, and basically distributing all of our local power. All of our 4-axle shit, SD24s, SD20s, are kind of our 4-axle shit and our smaller 6-axle stuff, because a lot of our branches tend to be a little bit kind of on the windy end of things. And last night we finished those discussions, and we determined that we need roughly, of the 65 local units we have rostered, we need roughly, what, like 57, 58 of them, give or take, to keep everything running.
Yeah. And that's just the bare minimum.
And you know, that's at most, and depending on how busy we are, that margin can shrink down to as little as 3 units. And that's not a lot of margin for error. And then you also have to consider that during the winter, a lot of our 4-axle shit gets used in snow fighting service. Carrabassett SDL-39 is one. Honestly, SDL-39s wouldn't be a bad fit. realistically speaking.
I have to go look up what those are now. Hold on.
Basically, imagine an SD39, but really fucking short.
Oh god, that is short. Yeah, it's tiny.
It's a SD39 built on a GP39 frame.
Get out of my driveway! Fucking people turning around. BCR spec SD40s win? No. I do not see that happening, Chris.
I mean, realistically speaking, that wouldn't be a bad fit. It's just, you know, we would have to get our hands on them.
And who had those, Sean?
Originally ordered for Milwaukee Road. I think one wrecked and was scrapped during Milwaukee service, and then the rest went to Wisconsin Central. And looking at pictures, it looks like most of them ended up overseas.
Nice.
Hold on, let me fact check myself before I go spouting bullshit again. Yeah, Wisconsin Central was purchased by Canadian National. The units were returned to leaser and sold to Chile.
I like some chili. I know, wrong chili, but...
God damn it, Arthur! Can you please try to keep it down? I'm sorry, Dutch, but I'm dummy thick, and the claps from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the Pinkertons.
What? Can I get a recap, please?
So, Dutch and Arthur are trying to sneak.
Sneak where?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
But, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, Arthur is dummy thick, so every time he walks, and because his ass cheeks do be clapping, when he tries to sneak, he ends up alerting the Pinkertons. And the Pinkertons are looking for him.
Oh. Why are the Pinkertons looking for them?
Well, they're detectives, that's what they do.
Okay, didn't know if there was some backstory to why the Pinkertons are looking for them.
Oh, they're wanted men.
Okay. Wanted for what?
Probably bad shit.
Well, you can't just allude to the fact that they did bad shit. I want to know what they did. And who are these two fellows? Am I supposed to know who they are? Can't just come in here and start spitting out names and the fact that one of them is dummy thick and they're running from the Pinkertons. We don't even know their crimes and stuff like that. I don't even know who these gentlemen are, but you're spouting off their names in my freaking live stream.
Just go play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Everything just made a lot more sense suddenly.
Yes, it was a Red Dead Redemption parody video. That was just quoting.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense. I didn't know if this was... Yeah, alright.
Clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the Pinkertons.
That's a problem.
Unfortunately.
Imagine you be so thick while you're trying to sneak that you just alert whomever you're walking away from that, you know, you do be walking away. Or, I'm sorry, sneaking. Alright. So any qualms about this yard, Sean? Sean just sounded like he died. Okay.
What is Hell as a Redemption? Why is it red and dead? And 2.
It's a game that you're too young for.
Well, you see, 2 is the second number after 1.
Oh, nani?
Red is a color that you can put on anything, including redemption.
And it also means anger.
Dead is what you're gonna be after I finish explaining this to you.
Damn.
And redemption, get a dictionary.
I thought you were gonna say get a dick, but okay.
No, he's a child. That's illegal.
Oh yeah, good point. He is a child. I thought I put my stream was not for children.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah. You're gonna make YouTube. You're gonna make YouTube get mad at me. Okay, well he just said this. Oh. Another moderator just handled this. Love how it's my channel and I get told that another moderator just handled that. Like, alright, I guess I won't touch that then.
Imagine trying to threaten me, but the moderator just deletes your message.
Damn. Anyway, Sean, as you were saying, Qualms Yard. Any.
Oh yeah.
Let's stare at it. Let's look at it. Let's look at this yard. All right. Let's hold on. Let me boom get in here for you.
Let me take a look at them ladders, boy.
Does that require me to move?
Let's take a look here. Honestly, as far as Jaden Booter ladders go, that's pretty good. Go do the other end.
Oh, I love the other end. Oh, you're gonna fucking love the other end. Watch the other end. Watch this.
I'm waiting. It's like a 10-second stream delay.
Oh, the other end is absolutely fucked. It is just, oh, so nice. Look at that shit.
Alright. So we got nice, crisp, clean yard ladder there.
Oh yeah. Look at that
pretty
shit.
large standard. That's standard stuff there.
That's
All right,
probably my nicest ladder, and I even went ahead and put the appropriate switches in for it already.
Oh, wicked.
Yep. But that is my yard.
All right.
So this is the south ladder. The north ladder is a little tighter, but I'm still pleased with it. I did test out a 73-foot center beam on it, and I did test an SD40, and they were very good on it.
Excellent. All right, let's see your other facilities that are present.
All right, let me back up. So this is the MOW kind of just track over here. The main yard track just kind of ends in the top of the ladder. So.
Okay. And then we just got some concrete horse shit there and a loader thingy for something.
Well, this is the MOW facility. So as I was explaining to everyone earlier, this yard sits kind of halfway. Roughly, it sits kind of in the middle of the Abenaki Sub in terms of that, so it's probably divisionally the most, I guess, the appropriate place to put some MOW equipment in terms of ballast train or.
Oh yeah, I mean, having MOW gear is it's
I mean, our bigger MOW facility will probably be up at North Anson, but for smaller shit. Especially like ballasting and whatever, our ballast will get stored here in this kind of bunker.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be adjusting the ballast or doing ballast work on the line, wouldn't we want to put it at one of the ends then?
Maybe, I don't know, but there's a lot of the sidings or the branches up here too, so
that's true.
I just figured to be, for the subdivision, it would make the most sense to have it here. Again, it's not a big facility, so.
Yeah, so that's what the loader's for. It's just a ballast loader.
Yeah, this is just a ballast loader for just loading into the ballast cars, and then this is just an extra equipment storage track if need be. Like if you have
equipment storage or a rip track.
Yeah, rip track, weed sprayer train, just really kind of just MOW equipment storage. Up here is engine storage tracks. Just 3 or 2 main ones. You know, in order to run around trains, you can use the track over here to the right, or you can use the track over here to the left. So I figured 3 solid storage tracks would get used up here, or 2 ones with an overflow. And then right here is the fuel pad, with another runaround track just to get around it. Beyond that is the main depot. It's the same one that Sebassticook had. And then beyond that is just a small engine shop back up here by some support facilities that I directly pulled from Sebassticook.
Okay.
So, which actually, this is from the DLS, and the door's open.
Wicked.
Yeah, doors open and close. So, yeah, and then this is the north ladder. Like I said, a little tighter, but SD40s can turn on it just fine, as well as the center beams. Hey, it's Logan. But yeah, so this is the north ladder and such. But yeah, so this is the facilities here at Sebassticook, as well as I believe Logan's sign that he made that we're still using. Ta-da! Still in use. But yeah, but this is the yard, and I think it's honestly, I think to date this is probably the best yard I've ever built.
I'd say this is up there, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, out of all the yards that I've ever constructed, I think this probably has to be my best. I think my second best was the old Flagstaff yard up in on the old Carrabassett, although that was kind of a mess. But
I'd agree with that.
yeah, and I think the new Flagstaff yard. Yeah,
New Flagstaff is pretty solid too.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all the yards I build. So, because I don't build yards too often. So, but I think it makes the most sense. I want our smart sand unit trains to go this way. They have baller power. Smart sand. What's smart sand, Sean? Is that a railroad or is that a fictional?
If I had to guess, I would be saying that smart sand is probably some weird sanding setup for locomotives, but I'm not completely sure myself.
10-4. Well, I gotta put this building on this side of the road, so it's all right here. So no one has to cross a road. Because we don't want our employees getting hurt. Because, as the sign does say on the backside, drive safe. We need you. We only need you because we don't have the budget to hire somebody else.
But then how are we keeping them employed?
With the promise of back pay. We also hold it in that shotgun you said you were going to give a blowjob to. We hold that to their head. The Fed shouldn't have a problem with that, right?
Yeah.
But yes, would you like to tell the fine people what power we have indeed added to the roster?
So the most recent change that we made, SD38-2s are officially off the roster. Purely and simply because CN and UP are whores, and they would make it way too fucking difficult for us to get our hands on some. So instead, what they've been replaced with is the former Illinois Terminal SD39s. We're going to go ahead and get all 6 of those, and they will be on the roster as Carrabassett Valley, let's see, where did they go? 690 through 695, so using former Guilford numbers. Now, Guilford in real life only purchased 4 of them, but we're going to pretend they got all 6, and then we just got them off of them. Since the last time I actually talked about the roster on here, we've added GP50s to the roster. We have 4 of them, numbered 150 through 153. These are dedicated snow fighting units, so when winter comes around, these units are usually going to be front and center on our plow trains and running Jordan spreaders and shit like that. during normal operating season, they just kind of hang out and they do normal switcher tasks. Our SW1500 fleet's been modified slightly. We still have 7 units, however, 2 of them are going to be going to the Bangor terminal. I believe we're putting the terminal around Northern Maine Junction now, right?
Yeah, the terminal will be up at Bangor Terminal.
Yeah, so 2 of them will be assigned to Bangor terminal.
I'm gonna let you talk for a minute. I'm just gonna get a Pepsi. So.
And then from there, our F units have been changed up again. Not that it really matters. The GP30s that we had previously rostered. So first and foremost, they are no longer former Southern units, XNS. They are now actually former CSX X CNO. So they're low hood units now. And in 2014, they were retired from freight service, and now they are reserved. They kind of pinch hit for the Pine liner when needed. So whenever we have some surges in passenger traffic, like during kind of vacation season and shit like that, we'll throw them in there. They don't have HEP on board. They have to be matched with an HEP. They have to be matched with a power car, but we still have some of those around, so it's not that huge of a deal. SD70s, we had those I think the last time I talked about the roster, but since then we've added more, so we're up to 20 of them. 8 of them purchased new for the railroad, and 12 purchased used from Norfolk Southern when they retired theirs. SD24s and SD20s have both been returned to the roster. Currently we have 4 SD24s, 6 SD20s, however we haven't locked in the numbers of those yet, though that's probably subject to change. The SD75Is that Riley did way back when, that we've been using for the longest time, have been formally retired because, it's just another case of we probably won't be getting our hands on these. At least not the way we said that we would. And they have been replaced with the former NYSW SD70Ms that NS sold off. We've also added M420Ws to the roster. And in fact, I actually just very recently finished the base skin for the Phase 2 units, and I've also built ARN for those. And we've also added SD50-2s for helper service. So 20 former CSX SD50-2s, 3,000 horsepower, and they're all dedicated helpers. So they're there to boost that helper. In terms of reskins, I've got SD45-2s done, I've got SD40-2s, I've got a set of SD40-2s done. There's a lot more to do there. Oh, another thing I forgot to say that we added. We have 4 GP40Xs now on our roster. And they're going to come from... So the 4 GP40Xs are numbered 958 to 961. 958 and 959 are former UP of the same number. 960 is former Southern Pacific 7201, and 961 is former Norfolk Southern 7001.
That. Alright. So you gave him the rosterisms. Alrighty. Where do you stand in terms of skinning?
I broke that down briefly for them. I've got some of the 45-2s done, some of the SD40-2s done. I got Jaden the stand-in GP38-2s off the HP Trans model, which I think has already appeared on stream before.
Yes, they should have.
Let's see, I've got all the 35s are now done. I finally finished the Phase 2 units as well.
Ooh.
In fact, I can't remember if I've sent those to you already or not.
Nope, the last thing you sent to me was the 45s and the last batch of SD40-2s.
Okay.
I have.
Before I sent them off, but okay.
Nope, I have. Like I said, last thing I got was the 45s and then the 40 series 1040 through 1049.
Yeah.
And those were the last things I received.
Okay.
The 45s are freaking. Oh, yeah. I know they're not supposed to, but I purposely make those lead trains, even if they're supposed to be in Helper service, because they sound so damn good.
Well, it's a 50-50 split, because I think we have, what, 10 or 12 of the things? Yeah, 12 of them on the roster, and I think only 6 of them are in Helper service.
Yeah. I just haven't bothered to, in a bit, take a look at, which ones are which. Also, just because you didn't get a chance to, I am just going to rough in North Anson's facility, just have something to utilize in the time being until you get a chance to do that. But before I give you the route, whenever that happens to be, I'll delete it. So if you ever see screenshots up and around North Anson, I am going to be just doing that again.
Well, you can honestly just leave it up, because if nothing else, I'll take a look at, what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I have my own image in my mind, but
yeah, our images tend to they tend to be different. Yeah, no, I'll rough something in and just kind of give you a general idea of what I was thinking and see if it lines up.
Okay. I mean, ultimately, I'm going to have to custom build pretty much all the buildings involved anyway, so yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, bro, put him down. Bro, put what down? The banhammer? I can put the banhammer down. He's done it before.
I think he was probably talking about the 45s.
The 45s? Give me 1 second. I guess I could put those down too. I mean, I have to ban someone. 1 minute, I will.
While you're 1 minuting, I'm going to go take a shit, so I probably won't be back for a little while.
Okay, well, thanks for announcing. Alright, so the 45s, they are right here, so... I don't know how well you can hear those, but... Those are the 45s. Honestly, just the best. Then we have the straight 40-2s. Pretty standard. What else do we got here? Yeah, we have the old 40T-2s, which are... They are definitely a little dated, but always look nice. They still look nice. Here's an HP Trains SD40 that I think is going to get changed, but this is what the 40s used to be on. I wonder, I never actually compared Yeah, I think their doors are narrower, and I think their I think, yeah, I think the hood on that is wider than that, and I think the doors are narrower. Hey, Unreal. Welcome to the stream. I guess I'll just put down the roster real quick just to show you guys. I'll take you on through our roster. Let's see here. And I'll show you guys the rolling stock too. What are those? Oh yeah. So this is the HP Trains SD40. Like I said, it's wide. We got the old Jeep 15s, which I don't need to plop those down. Those have all been seen before. We got the GP35s, which are high hit units. So those are phase 1 units. Yeah, Riley's missing. So there are those. Here is GP38 207, which is Maine State Area Code. Maine Bicentennial Unit, which I'm very happy with. Then we have GP38-2 Phase 2, which I forget its number series, but it's up there. This is... a lot of units share this one particular model, so... Next up we have GP59, H-3, so that's a Pineliner unit. We got GP60-70-70, which is the only GP60 painted into our colors. We have a patched GP60. The other SD40-2. I'm sorry, that's the yeah, that's the HP Trains model. Then we have the other 40s, which this is a 1040 through 1049, so that's, I believe, 10 units right there. Yeah, HP units seem much wider than everything else. And then we have the T-2s, which is 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Which I'll probably just go ahead and slap the just gonna organize everything. After that, we got the SD45-2, which is up here. And we have the SD60M, so we have 2440, 41, 42, 43, and 44. We have our SD75s, which no longer run on the railroad. Those are retired. That's 5637, 5638. Those are retired. Or we never picked those up in the first place, I don't think, but I still use them just until I have more power. The SD77. Here's our switchers. 568, 569, 571. 576. No, that's 568. So was that? That was 566, 569, 571, 567, 568, 570, 572. Those are all getting redone on a newer model. And yeah, that covers it for all the Carrabassett units that I have. So I mean, like I said, the Jeep 38 and the SD45 and the SD40-2 non-HP unit, those are all ARN, so those are multiple units combined into one. As for rolling stock, we have notification. That's probably Sean sending me memes now. We have these Evans 3 bays that someone skinned up for us. It was, I believe that was Lewis from the back shops. We have these boxcars, which is like eight different schemes. So I'll quickly take you through those. So start from one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I personally like the brown skins on the boxcar. X Maine Central. That was the one Sean painted, which that's the green I more prefer. Got a former Bangor Rustic. 52-foot bulkheads for our logging operations. 73-foot center beams. Then we have, I forget where they went. We should have, oh yeah, they're up. Got the tank cars for full transit. Then if we go to 52-foot, I believe it's up here. Yep, right up here. Mason painted us these. So yeah, so we have center beams, a bunch of Evans hoppers, different PS1s, 20,800 gallon tanker, the 52-foot open guns, and I think the only things we have left currently. So we need a Bethlehem 100-ton open hopper, a Deluxe Innovations 62-foot wood chip gon. We already have the Evans 3-bay covered hopper. We need an FMC 50-foot box car. We have the Freight Car America 52-foot bulkhead, the Greenbrier 20,800 gallon tanker, the 52-foot open gon, the Gunderson 50-foot high cube, the Poland PS 150-foot. And we have the Trinity Rail. So we only need the 50-foot high cube, the FMC, and the 62-foot open wood chip gon. So it took me a while, and I'm pretty sure those are the manufacturers of those. But finding railcar manufacturers was pretty difficult. So anyways, so let's see here. So let's get back to detailing the yard. Something's going in the background there, so pardon me for just one moment. so I have that going in the background. That should be some royalty-free music. Let me know if that's too loud or if it's too quiet. I can adjust it either way. Just kind of something to listen to in the background while we pluck along. So any of you watching, just let me know, or actually I'll take a look here as well. Alright, a whole lot of stuff going on here, so let's just see how loud this is. Alright, I think it should be good. Chris, let me know how that is, if the music's too quiet, if it's too loud. I'll generally put music on in the background. Or one of you, or Wisconsin, or someone. It's just right, perfect. You can hear it, you know, it's not too quiet, like even when it kind of fades away. Turn it to touch so I can hear it, because okay, perfect. Alright, well, if you say it's good, then it works for me, because less I have to mess with, the better. So, hey DT Cheney, welcome to the stream. Right now we are working up here in Sebassticook Yard outside, in between Newport and Corona, Maine. Where we moved the yard a little further north. So we're just getting the new version of this yard going, and just trying to get some detail-isms up and on the route. So feel as though a burden has been lifted. How so? How so? Explain that one. Explain yourself. I don't know who the heck that is. Nope. I saw my cat. Where'd he go? Dopes! Oh shit, I'm dropping stuff. And then we have a lake right here as well. So this is actually, the yard sits right on Sebassticook Lake. Why are they calling again? If I didn't answer the first time, why do you think I'm going to answer the second? I know, Toby. The voicemail great, if not, no sweat off my back. TS09 ballast. That's sad. Ballast from 2009. Toby. Oh, there he is. What are you gonna do, huh? Oh, you purring? Can I pick you up? Some pets? What are you gonna do, cat? Give me a cat? Yeah, you're a cat. You're the best cat in the whole wide world. Mwah. Yeah, best cat ever. It would seem whomst ever called me has failed to leave me a voice message. And if, again, they don't leave me a voice message, guess who's not getting called back? Yep. They'll, dirt texture. Tubers. Alright, I gotta wrap Bill cheeks. Alright. Oh, it's a Sean. What kind of shit did you take? Holy hell, you sound depressed.
I took one that kind of sucked the life out of you a little bit. Just like if you're in one of those public bathrooms with the automatic flushes.
Oh, I hate those.
And they go a little bit too soon and they just suck the shit right out of you, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't know. It's been like a long time since I've used a public restroom. But how long you been working on this, asked DT Cheney? We started this, or we linked up in what, 2017, Sean?
2017.
Yep, we linked up in 2017, and we've been working on this DEM version since early 2018.
About mid-May 2018.
Yeah, it was about mid-May 2018. The route itself, I've been working on it since about 2016, 2017, so...
It was early 2017. I believe it was about mid-February, is what you ultimately said.
Yeah, somewhere around that ballpark, so 2017. So it's been about 3 years, but this DEM has gone, has been since mid-May 2018, and it's gone through a couple different, I wouldn't say versions, this is like the next major version, but this will be the last things we add to it, because, well, we don't have time to be adding any more stuff, so, hi Topes.
May 5th, 2017 is when I mentioned I reached out first.
Ah, so it was Cinco de Mayo 2018. Or 2017.
27. Yeah, and then we would end up DMing back and forth. I believe Carrabassett live stream number 8 was the debut of the Carrabassett Valley Phase 2 paint scheme.
Yep.
Then from there, I want to say it was May 19th, 2018, so almost exactly a year later is when we shifted to using the DEM.
Yeah, it was a big move, and at first I wasn't incredibly happy about it.
Yeah.
It hurts to part with, work that, or something that you've been doing for a little bit, something that you have put a lot of time and work into, so.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, if we were still working on that hand-built route, we probably wouldn't even be relatively close to where we are today.
Yeah. To be fair, at the rate I was dumping trees on that bitch, that route might have gone out for a beta or something by now. But it would still only be lap mechanic to use this.
Oh yeah, no, we still wouldn't have, because this is in surplus of 300 miles now, I think.
It's about... I did the math at one point. I think we're sitting at about 290 now.
Yes.
Depending on the branch lines, maybe a little over 3.
Yeah, so we're sitting at roughly 300 miles of track. So, I mean, you know, we've gotten... I think in the last couple of years we've gotten a lot of work done. I think we're now starting to transition to a point where we're going to start seeing a lot of actual scenicking getting done.
We've got to redo a lot of mainline first.
Yeah, redoing the main line right now, which shouldn't take forever. You know,
Yeah,
this will probably take me through the tail end of 2020.
Yeah, so you gotta lay the entire new Abenaki from here on to Northern Maine Junction, with me doing the yard there eventually, TM, and then after that, you've got to do the Dexter branch. You got to finish the Heartland branch, since that's currently just the Newport Narrows branch.
Yeah, that'll probably be... If I get bored of mainline work, I'll probably tackle that.
You gotta revisit Scow and redo all that shit through there.
That's probably going to be the next step after this. I'm probably going to head over that way and do that, so...
You have to redo most of the Nordica Sub because it just sucks right now.
I'm not redoing most, but I'm redoing it. Like, from about the bridge is getting redone because that needs to be double tracked. On the Carrabassett Sub side.
So, I guess it begs the question, are we going to continue to just have the bridge go off that way, or do we want to try and make a bridge Y?
If it's not a bridge Y, I'll probably have the other section come in somewhere else. But I'm gonna try and figure out something. Also, this ballast is really wide. That doesn't need to be down there.
Although that does kind of obfuscate a lot of the need for the secondary.
The secondary itself has been kind of in back of my mind in question, because there's no real industries on it, and if the only place that there is an industry, you're already heading up the Kingfield bypass anyways, or you're heading toward that, because New Vineyard is before you hit the bypass.
Sure.
Although I figured out that if I were to delete the part of the secondary that goes into North Anson Yard, your fuck-knuckle lonk U-curve bridge would still exist. Yep. Oh, wrong way.
The horseshoe curve kind of bridge.
Yep. I'm lost right now. And I was not found. Wrong way again. Where the fuck am I? Oh no, it's right here. So yeah, this would still exist. This stupid bridge that I fucking love would still exist. But the split for it would get deleted. Yeah, this has been the section in question, and this cut has been in question. I've been thinking about taking this and just kind of wrapping more around the outside, because I turbo hate that deep cut. But yeah, I haven't been entirely sure about this whole portion. The only problem with this section of track is it would kind of de-justify, in my opinion, this end of the yard.
It really would.
This end of the yard wouldn't need to exist.
In any...
And then this side of the yard is just huge anyhow, so it would move North Anson Yard into a 2-section yard instead of a 3.
Sure.
Although I could see this section still getting used to some capacity because there is a branch up here, the North New Portland. Essentially, this would just become a branch. So instead of going all the way up, it would cross here, and then instead of going straight, it would just probably curve right. and follow its current path, because this is the North New Portland branch. It heads up, and there's supposed to be a sawmill here, and I don't know what happened to the asset, but there's supposed to be a sawmill right here. And then there is a mine right over here. Yep, this is a mine. So this is the, I forget what this was. Watch one of your streams back then. Came a long way. Yeah, we've come quite a way from where we used to be. But yeah, so that's essentially what that end of the yard would come to. Because if we wide the if we wide this end of the line down here, you know, essentially how Farmington would work is trains would still go up this section of the secondary, but this officially would become probably the I mean, we could still call it the Farmington secondary, but essentially trains wouldn't need to go directly to North Anson to utilize Farmington Yard, because then they could just go straight to the yard in Farmington. So it would, honestly, you wouldn't really have to worry about traffic in North Anson too much, because we would technically be eliminating the need for cars to get staged here directly, you know, all the Farmington bound cars on the railroad, because right now, in order to get there from other ends of the railroad, except from Lac-Megantic and Flagstaff, all points south and east cannot get to Farmington. So if it's coming out of Northern Maine Junction, if it's coming out of Newport, if it's coming out of Skowhegan, and if it's coming out of Waterville, it's got to go to North Anson.
Yes, and then has to go by the secondary or be turned around to go up the north.
Yeah. So honestly, I've been thinking about Ying Madison, which actually that could be done fairly efficiently, because all I'd have to do is just take a track here and just whoop, just like that. And then I think that the holding tracks would just be back here. But yeah, so, or I'd probably just put in a third track just alongside it so trains could still sit and hold out. But yeah, so I've been thinking about Ying the Nordica sub. No, yeah, dilly. That's just going to be there until we decide, or I decide to get rid of it or whatever. But
Well, it's gonna be there until we see Nick Madison, let's be real.
oh yeah, honestly, there might need to be a billboard somewhere hidden on this route that says dilly. But yeah, so I've been thinking about I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about talking to you about. Oh man, I just pulled the neck of my muscle. Wait, I pulled a muscle in my neck. God damn it! Not
I
again.
just pulled a neck in my muscle.
Shut up. Ah, fuck. What the hell did I do? Yeah, I was thinking about talking to you about the secondary in a nutshell, because, like I said, realistically speaking, it's just this section of track here that bugs me. You know, and it is honestly some of our most grueling grades. Like, this section of track is just a bitch to get up, but I just don't see its purpose much anymore. The way that the railroad's going. I pulled a neck in my muscle. Jaden, 11:20, 7:20 at 8:20 p.m.
720.
11:7:20. Yep. But even still, I mean, these grades are just. I mean, this is our steepest grade here. This is a brief. It's a 2.7. That's a 2.8. It's a 3 point something here for like a moment. Yeah, somewhere like right up in here. I think it's like right here. It hits like a 3.2 for a split moment. But this is our steepest and toughest grade right here. And honestly, I can't wait to scenic this. Make like a little overlook as you go by. Kind of be nice. But yeah, this is just a way for traffic to get north, and that would also keep Farmington competitive, and it would just give Farmington better use, because I just don't see this section right here. Because we have the Bigelow, we have the with the branch, and then we have the bypass. Oh, and then we have the Kingfields bypass. So in like just a few miles, we have 4 sections of track that are all doing something different, but all relatively going to the same place. So if I were, I would knock this section down to just a few tracks. They would be a lot shorter, and they would strictly just be for, this would just be a small little yard area for the New Portland branch. And that's, but that's all that would be used for. But
And honestly, good riddance, because I think I can't remember if I redid that or if you did, but either way, I don't.
OBS stopped working. There it is. Probably also shouldn't have decided to stream on Black Friday. But yeah, I'll go ahead and remove this section and try to fill the train back in the best I can.
Yeah, but we can iron that out later.
I would say this isn't going to be a today project, but when I get there, I'm just going to remove it all the way to here, and then this will just be a straight section of track. So, and so on and so forth. But that would, retain most of the secondary coming down into, because you still got to get into Farmington this way. Like I said, it would just keep Farmington-bound trains out of North Anson. And being that it's just at such an awkward end of the line, it would just give, a lot of those sections of track better usage. So, but that is the plan that I've had in the back of my head for a while. So, but yeah, so that would open up Farmington to all the other yards. But for just one day's work, I managed to get a pretty decent looking yard done, so that makes me pretty happy. I just need to go through and I think I'm going to detail this a little bit and or keep detailing it a little bit more. And I'll move on because I wanted to get what did I say I was going to do after this? Oh, mainline work. I think I was going to get some of the main line starting to stretch out toward Northern Maine Junction, and then
yeah, I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
Was to work towards Northern Maine Junction.
Alright, so I'll do this for a little bit longer. But yeah, so this is the main road coming in. This is just the fuel storage tank. I'm gonna make a little turnout for the diesel trucks to turn into, or whatever. Should we have diesel come in via rail?
It can come in either way, honestly.
Okay, I'll probably have it just. I'll figure out something, but I can make a little offload area for. Object is not allowed change height. Height change. Am I having a stroke?
You smell toast.
I smell the cat litter box. Oh shit, I forgot to change the cat litter box. Toby, stop shitting. Wait, where did he go? Oh, that's probably why I smell it. Because I moved it closer to the top of the stairwell so I wouldn't keep forgetting it. Because the problem is I moved it downstairs, and it being downstairs, I don't smell it, and if I don't smell it, I forget about it. Because apparently after owning a cat for almost a year, I just magically somehow forget the litter box, and that's not fair to him. Because if I can smell all the way up here, imagine what the poor cat can smell.
Nuclear shit.
Nuclear waste program. Digging this music. Really? How long did you sleep?
So about 2.
okay. What time did you get to sleep?
Good question.
Thanks for asking. I don't even remember last night. I remember some of it, but I don't remember much of it. Remember, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, I remember you were talking a lot.
I sure was.
Yep, and I remember I was laying there going, man, this bed is just, ugh.
Yes, and I could kind of tell because you just, weren't talking back.
I didn't know where to interject. And after a while, I'm like, I don't think he's gonna stop talking unless I tell him I'm going to bed. So I think I'm gonna go to bed. But I just remember all last night being in just a really good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like even my cousins texted me and said, "How you doing today?" I'm like, "Pretty good." And like, you were in a really great mood last night. I'm like, I know, first time for everything. So.
You were in a very good mood last night. You were far more relaxed than usual.
Was I? Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I remember now. Yep. Yeah. Anyone else confused?
It's okay. You're supposed to be.
I was gonna say, I think you're just better off that way to be confused. Oh, I don't want that. If I don't have answers, I'm gonna start assuming the worst. Well, I guess you better start assuming the worst.
No answers for you. Only confusion.
Unless you want to donate to the Carrabassett Valley Railroad so I can get a better looking computer, or better performing computer. I mean, looking works too, but I'd like a better performing computer. I should just start a Patreon. I'll have $5 by the end of the year.
What are you going to offer your patrons?
The promise of releasing the Carrabassett Valley at some point.
I am not convinced.
Alright, I don't want to offer them anything, I just want a donation service where they can donate to the cause.
You just want money.
Yeah, I just want money. Hey, you like the project? You want to keep me going? Just donate so I can get a better computer so I can work on this a lot better. Or so you can see me driving Euro truck again. So I can go yeet a car off the bridge in France. I can't do that until I get gas pedals. Alright, so there's that. Please, for the love of God, don't make me imagine that. Imagine what, a Patreon? Or a Carrabassett Valley OnlyFans? guess a rank on this VVR OnlyFans. Unless it's a Jaden X Sean thing. No. Unless that's what Sean's planning, but no.
No.
You know.
And let's just not even get into the fact why you're talking about OnlyFans, Mr. Chris, 14.
Yeah, why are... Ew. Oh.
He stole mommy's credit card to give to the pretty girls online.
Did the pretty girls online know that? Better question, does your mom know that? Yeah, you're too young to know what an OnlyFans is, so fuck off. Fucking child. Bro, OnlyFans is weak. Bro, you're like 12. How do you know OnlyFans is weak? There's a fucking country club near this rail yard. That's gonna suck for them.
Tough titties.
Yep. I can already hear it now. Local wealthy businessmen calling for railroad to move fucking yard. We already moved it, pal. We already moved it. And we moved it to right here. So if you want to pay to fucking move it again and do all our texture work, guess what?
Wealthy businessmen told to fuck selves.
Told to
Wealthy
fuck.
businessmen, local businessmen, took shoot back, doing it already.
Oof. Don't need to fuck
Actually,
self
no.
when the governor's fucking me already.
Wealthy businessmen shoot back. We'll hire someone to do it for us.
Don't need to fuck myself when the corona restrictions are doing it for me.
Don't need to fuck myself when I can have hot singles in my area doing it for me. What's up?
Joke's on you, there are no hot singles in our area because it's fucking corona.
I'm sure there's hot singles, and you know what? I'm gonna take the fucking Shondine toll-free certified route to Maine, and I'm gonna skip Saco altogether. I'm gonna go to Corona, I'm gonna find a lovely lass, and I'm gonna fuck her.
Sean,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with that entire statement, alright? I'm gonna break it down,
Do tell.
and you're gonna
Okay.
sit there, alright?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna sprechen. No sprechen. So, 1. Stay the fuck home right now. Don't do it anytime soon. Alright, so that's 1.
Well,
2.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
So 2, alright? It is 21 hours from Birmingham to Saco. Corona is an additional 2 to 2.5 hours from me. And if you're taking the certified toll-free route, that means you are also not hopping on the main turnpike to get there. So therefore, it's closer to 4 from me. By all the back roads with traffic lights. So, you're probably looking at a solid 24 to maybe even almost 25 or 26 hours to get to Corona of all places.
Listen, I'm just gonna
I'm
have
not
to
done.
work quickly.
I'm not done.
I'm gonna work quickly, it'll be fine.
Also, you're gonna have to sit there and find a girl, a female girl of some kind who looks pretty. Alright?
Okay.
You're gonna have to
Same
seduce
half
them.
roast.
But what you're also failing to realize here, Sean, is that you're gonna tell them that you're from Alabama, and then they're gonna look at you and go,
I'm gonna have that
Really?
foreign factor going.
no, you're not, because you know what?
Make you wear a jacket!
No. What? Why are you wearing a jacket?
Well, because it's Maine and it's probably gonna be fucking cold.
It's like 47. Fuck off. But oh, that's the other thing. You're gonna get up there and be wearing like a fucking winter parka, goggles, and fucking ski pants, as like everyone out there is like in tank top and shorts. And then you're gonna start talking, and then when you announce that you're from Alabama, 2 things are gonna race through their mind. Oh my god, he is fucking his cousin, and also, he doesn't have an accent. And that is the most disappointing fact in the whole world, is that you do not have a southern accent.
Well, fucking sorry!
I know, it's fucking absolutely abysmal. And therefore, you're probably not gonna get fucked. Also, you don't want to because they're close enough to Skowhegan, and that shit I wouldn't touch with a 36.5-foot pole. There's more teeth. I have more teeth than most of Skowhegan combined.
Yikes.
It's not good.
It sounds pretty wicked bad, actually.
It is pretty wicked bad, this. So honestly, Sean, just it's not worth it. It's not
But,
worth it.
hear me out.
I'm hearing.
I could potentially get some fuck.
Honestly, Sean, you have a better chance at getting fuck from Ingville than you would probably getting fuck from any girl in the state of Maine.
Alright, so I'll DM Meanville and I'll slide over to fucking Norway. It'll be fine.
That wasn't an invite.
I wasn't asking.
Well, I wasn't giving you permission to go fuck my best friend. Also, her boyfriend probably wouldn't give you permission either. But anyhow.
It'll be a threesome!
No. I don't think they want it to be a threesome, Sean.
But what if it's a threesome with God?
Yeah, you're forgetting, Sean, it's Norway. You're not.
Listen,
you're
if
not-
I can be accepted as a god by like half a dozen people in the United States, then Norway is just the next logical stepping off point, you know?
You have to go through Odin.
So,
Odin!
Odin's a bitch. Odin is a bitch. What's up?
What song am I listening to right now?
I'll make him my bitch, in fact.
Yeah, we're on the Song of Odin right now. This song is literally titled Odin, or something Odin. Matt, hey, he ain't high no more. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for just coming in here and blabbing that to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we can always rely on Matt. Oy vey. I forget he exists outside the stew sometimes.
That's okay, I'm sure he does too.
Oof. Ouchie. Welcome back, Colin. Hello, Matt. And yes, what? Sorry, the dipshits of the 1% Lounge just tried calling me. Sean fucks every girl and every god in the world. And other demonic tales.
Alright, listen. It's only blasphemy if you do it on the cross, alright?
You're lucky I'm not a practicing Catholic.
Alright. Yes. But also,
You're just lucky I'm not a practicing Catholic. Although you're not Christian, so... Yeah. You do what the South does best. But no, I think honestly, Sean, if I ain't getting no fuck up here, you ain't getting no fuck up here. And if you somehow manage to get fuck up here, then I'm just at a loss of words.
ultimate power move. Go to Jaden's own state. Fuck bitches.
Like, if you manage to come up here and fuck some girl from my town, or some girl that I've matched with before, I'm just straight up leaving. I'm just leaving at that point.
Jaden pulls counter power move, comes to Alabama and fucks bitches.
Southern girls do be kind of cute, but they also be kind of crazy. Texas.
That's just the South. Bitch, we ain't starting today. We're not starting today. We're not starting today.
Jaden, come to Ohio. I've already been to Ohio, and I don't want to fuck any women in Ohio. Actually, no, there was one. There was a girl that I matched with that's from Ohio that I totally would rail. I would road rail her.
Christ.
Yep, you heard it here first.
Can I unhear it?
Jaden's town speedrun. Whoever bangs a bitch faster wins.
Jaden would ultimately win because he's willing to pay tolls and he'd get to Alabama 2 hours faster.
I have Easy Pass, so it's discounted. Instead of paying $1, I pay 60 cents. I don't even have to stop. And I can take that bitch as far south as South Carolina.
Oh god.
So I get to Alabama in a fucking hurry. Get sucked into Ohio.
Well, if you take it down to South Carolina, then you'd actually get there about the same time because that's not the most efficient way.
Yeah, no, I would have had to get off like a lot sooner, and plus by the time I get off anywhere south of like PA, the amount of toll roads drastically decreases. But I can get from here to PA in like no time at all. Like I can get all the way down to like, I'd probably have to start cutting over probably about Virginia, West Virginia, or something like that. I think the most efficient way is to go through most of PA. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I think I'm planting trees. I think I want to do some trees. Yeah, actually that girl I was talking to yesterday, Sean, messaged me again today.
Oh?
Yeah, she actually said good morning to me. Like, I'm always the one that has to say that. She said it. I'm like, wait, what? I even commented about that. I'm like, wait, you said good morning to me. She's like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm like, this just never happens. I'm always the one that has to say good morning. She's like, well, I can good morning you if you want to good morning me first. I'm like, no, it's fine. This is new. It was just, oh, and she's tall. She's like my height. Yeah, I'm like, the fuck? I'm just lost of words over here. So I was actually kind of nice to talk to. But
Well, that's good.
yep. But things go where they go. Cool if they don't. I got my cat. Just, yeah, about blew me off my chair. I had to wait all day to tell you. Now that we're on the subject of women. On the subject of women. Any new women's in your area, Sean, or still
No, there are no hot singles in my area.
very unfortunate?
Sure.
Oh my god, it's Sam and it's Mal.
Christ almighty.
Hey, guy.
God help us.
Hi, guy. Well, yeah, they tried calling and I fucking yelled. I'm like, I'm fucking streaming here! And Moose, who's ugly, said sorry. Poor guy. He's not actually ugly, he's...
Well, I mean,
He's
how
alive.
do you know?
Because he's live streamed once. I remember the first time he live streamed, it was, I think, all of us, including Mal, and his camera just happened to be pointing at his crotch when he turned on his camera. I'm like, why the fuck is it pointing there?
Listen, he was making OnlyFans content beforehand, alright? A bitch has
Sean,
to make
he's
money
16.
somehow. Oh.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Moose with his deep ass, a bitter voice. Yeah, his Joe Swanson sounding ass voice is fucking like 16. The guy that goes, "Hey, better." He's fucking 16. Like, what the fuck? How come he gets to sound like that and I get to sound like this? What the fuck?
I'm a man. I sleep with my taxes.
I still haven't done my taxes. I just straight up haven't done my taxes. Do you think that's bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do next year. Me and Moose and Jack are playing Roblox, said Mal.
Oh God. All right. I know to stay out of the voice chat tonight then.
Oh, come on, maybe you and I should play sometime. I hear like there's some horror games on there, and I'd totally dome your ass. Oh, which, by the way, when the fuck am I getting my rematch in Overwatch?
Probably after the fucking semester ends at this rate.
And when's the semester gonna end? Isn't that coming up, or?
It's a little over 2 weeks.
Okay, so around the corner. And how long's your December break?
It's a week longer this year because they're extending our winter break.
Oh, well, Moose is 15. Moose is 15. Yeah, so that better 15.
Yeah, and in exchange, they're just straight up deleting spring break.
Oh, you don't even get a spring break this year.
At all.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm sure they're probably hoping by spring break this can all start calming down, so they're probably just trying to keep you out of school through the peak of this. Not like you're going anyway, but I'm sure they're just trying to give everyone just...
Yeah, it's the same hybrid horse shit that I'm doing this year.
Yeah. Enjoy your break while you can.
Oh, I'm gonna pretend I can.
Yeah. Sorry, my dude.
Yeah, that is what it is.
I know, just... I know you can't change the global... Oh, actually, speaking of can't change the global situation and all that bullshit, I think I got hired officially by UPS today.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah, they sent me a text message, and whatnot. Welcome to UPS. Access the 2020 orientation and training here. Some tag. Employee identification number. They gave me my ID number. Upon training complete, a text will be sent. I'm like, oh shit, so I guess that means I'm hired, question mark?
It sounds like you need to do orientation.
Yeah. So, I'll be doing that at some point. I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. Because, like, the lady that called me the other day, she finally called me back today to just go over a few things with me and start my background check, and I joked, I'm like, you ain't gonna find much, lady. I don't do anything. Jaden is a UPS driver, still has a reason to be angry in traffic. Actually, no. No, I am the UPS driver helper, so I'm gonna be the guy that's in the right seat screaming for the guy driving. Can't imagine Jaden is a UPS guy. Well, me neither. I was supposed to be a fucking flight attendant, but here I am. I'm still going down at some point to talk to my dad's cousin about being a firefighter. I think that's one of the few jobs in the world that if you are the driver, it is definitely okay to get out of the truck and scream. And plus I get big cool horn to blow at people if they don't get the fuck out of it.
Wow.
And then, you know, Rodney, the fucking NYC foamer, can fucking take a 240p video of my fire truck going by. I'm not wrong. There's a nice flag. I never did make the Carrabassett flags. Official UPS airplane firefighter. Jaden, dream job. Take your fucking package, you filthy lobster. No, I'd be the guy in one of those fucking like video cams that you see like drop kicking them. I'd have the driver get out of the truck. He'd hold the package like it's the football, football player, holding it steady for the field goal kicker. And I'd fucking I'd just run at it and kick that ball like I was kicking it between the uprights. I'd kick the package anyways. So, word to the wise, don't ship with UPS this holiday season. Ship with FedEx.
That awkward moment when I finally shipped Jaden some fucking cookies and he's the one that has to deliver it to his own house.
I wonder how that works. If you had you ship a package with a company you work for, like UPS, can you just intercept it at the facility? I wonder. The fuck is this? A package from Massachusetts! Get that shit out of here. Jaden, be careful what you say on stream. No, I mean... I don't think my opinion is gonna sit... I mean, how many times I shit on Southwest in my old live streams?
Good question.
I was gonna say, I think I used to shit on Southwest a lot more than I have to worry about shitting on UPS on a live stream, so I think we're covered.
For now.
Until, some UPS CEO or higher up who likes trains from the state of Maine but built on fictional routes watches my live stream. He's like, wait a second.
Wait a gosh darn flippity floppity motherfucking second.
Well, he wouldn't swear. He's too good for that.
Well, I mean, he's not on stream. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, no. He just wouldn't swear because he's, higher up at some company and stuff like that. I don't think he'd swear.
That's not how that works. But okay.
It is how it works today. If you don't like it, then meh. Now, the only thing that... Hold on. Jaden, if you say anything with package and interception in the same sentence, then UPS is going to have some problems. Oh, it's my package! All I'm doing is intercepting what I paid for. I'm just wondering, if, can I, if I ship a package, I'm sure they'll cover that, honestly, but... That still makes me fucking angry that Moose has a deeper voice than me. Even my brother, my 15-year-old brother, he has a deeper voice than me. I'm like, fuck you. He's like, what? I'm like, you got a fucking deeper voice than me. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, girls like that shit. Oh, so that's why I don't have a girlfriend? Fuck off. Bastard. Some people just get lucky, man. I don't
know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
Why don't you know what I'm talking about?
I'm too busy sleeping with my taxes.
John,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna come to Alabama, and I'm gonna have my UPS driver get out of the truck and hold you down, tee you up, and I'm going to punch you through the fucking uprights. And if you keep talking, I'll fucking huck you for a 2-point conversion and have someone spike your dome into the pavement.
Or, you could just not be an asshole.
Fuck you. That's not my job. My job is to be an asshole. Even Ingville knows this. At least I hope she knows I'm an asshole, otherwise that's gonna be a horrible realization one day. You think she knows I'm an asshole, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably does. Poor girl. Wonder if she's ever gone like, ugh, really don't want to be friends with this guy. But god damn, is he just an asshole? I just don't want to hear it. It's just easier to be friends with him so he just doesn't say anything. No, she's not that mean. Though she purposely reminds me that I'm shorter than her one more freaking time, I swear to Christ.
You know what's gonna happen too.
And one day it's gonna happen in person. One day, eventually. TM soon, just like the Carrabassett. Jaden, you're bless you. Bless you. Don't worry, Jaden, you're an asshole, but we still tolerate you. Listen, you're lucky to be in the fucking server, Chief, okay? Speaking of which, Matt, do you need any taillights for your Jeep? Because I'm pretty sure a Jeep fucking lost and ate its shit a couple weeks up the road in a high-speed chase, and there's fucking taillights all over the place.
There's more taillights than can reasonably assume to have come from the vehicle.
There are more taillights on that road than I could reasonably assume that one vehicle would have anything to do with, so... But if you need taillights for a Jeep, I'm pretty sure they're still there. Couldn't tell you, haven't gone up that way in a hot minute, but there was just a fuck ton of taillights that looked like they could possibly match your make and model of Jeep laying on the side of my road. They didn't look too damaged, but then again, I also didn't stop to check. I have some cracks in one of my taillights. Oh. Well, if I get up that way, and if, they're still there, I'll get my happy ass out of my Crown Victoria and take a look.
Superior car.
Honestly, it's not. The Mazda is. Those fucking heated seats.
The seated heats.
Just getting everyone on the backstroke. Yep. I'd totally play that if I wasn't gonna get dinged. Looking for the good stuff. No, seated heats. Not seated heats. That's a good ass song. Ugh, I love that song.
It is.
We don't deserve that song.
But it's still there.
Yep. Unlike most women in my life. There,
This is where I would put my bitches. If I had any!
This is where I put my bitches. If I had any! Poor Mr. Turner. I feel like
He's doing his best.
he's trying, really he is. If you have a specific place to put your bitches in, I think the government wants to talk with you. I think I beg to differ.
It's not in the basement.
I'm gonna say. Or in the trunk of my Crown Vic. Slight flex again. This yard's getting pretty detailed. Or well, at least starting to look like there's something going on here. Which is always a bonus.
Yeah.
Jaden pays me to watch a stream. Bitch, you fucking wish I paid you. I ain't paying no one. Hell, I should be paying Sean for him to put up with my sorry fucking ass for as long as he does. And yet,
I do my best.
honestly, he should get a tax write-off. Do my best. Make it sound like it's a fucking chore, why don't you, Chief?
No, just my best work.
Alright. What was I doing? I was doing things. Should there be a gate to get on this gravel road? This is where you start getting to the fuel pad, and that's heading out towards the MOW area.
I would say for ease of access for like firefighters, if there's a fire, probably not actually.
Yeah. I mean, the yard office is right here, so I need to recognize vehicles. I'm sure some old head's gonna notice. Alright, so there's that. Which actually, you look at the old Sebassticook Yard, the new Sebassticook Yard, the new one's kind of pointing almost right to the other one. That one's right over here. The next few minutes, we'll no longer be able to see where it once was.
Interesting.
Yeah, the next few minutes, I'm going to be deleting it. Or, well, pasting over where it once. OBS. Okay, reconnected. Yeah. I picked the wrong day to live stream considering it's Black fucking Friday. But it is what it is.
It sure tis.
Alrighty, get this area in. Alright, nice rolling hills, perfect. Alright, now I need to take an area of trees. Actually gonna go grab my... So I have an area, I think it's right over here. Okay, here we go. Just gonna also paste over the right of way and I'll delete that. The excess trees. This is actually traditional. Well, not traditional. It's kind of a more modern blend of Norse or Viking music. So my cousin last night shared me a song that is traditional Norse. And I immediately vibed with it, and me being the Scandinavian nut that I am, I don't know, just kind of kept listening to it, and the more I listened, the more I liked. So. Sean, so former Sebassticook Yard, there should be no traces of it now.
Wicked.
Other than people going, why would you just randomly detail this one section of Pan Am track? Well, you see, I have no fucking clue.
Well, you see, eventually there will be enough scenery to where you can't tell.
Yep.
Eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yep. So that's where it used to sit. It's now just a big swath of trees. Ballast the area. No, I need to reballast. Plop it down right here because that's where you can tell there once was a lead. Yep, I got it. I'll install that a little later and I'll plop it somewhere. I feel like that ballast is too wide. Try this. I hate placing textures. Do not. Fucking Christ. So now, delete any excess trees on the right of way. Actually, I might do something here just to denote where the yard was, at least to give it a clue. So I'll leave that there. That'll head back across the lake to the new yard, which, in my personal opinion, looks a lot better.
Which is correct.
Hopefully Sean will be less displeased by this yard. Hopefully he won't have to make any edits. Hopefully he can just come in and happily use this yard to his heart's desire. And Sean will go, yes, this is indeed a nice yard. I'll go, yes, I built it. And he'll go, what? I'll be like, yeah, remember that live stream? He's like, oh yeah. That sucked. Alrighty, so let's see here. What's some other yard detail I should have, Sean?
Oh, good question. Good question. Not sure.
Safety signs, floodlights. Yeah, I could probably use some floodlights. Are there any good floodlights out there?
I mean, you had floodlights lined up all along the old Sebassticook.
They weren't good though. They were honestly, yeah, they were kind of shit. They were just there because I never got around to replacing them.
Well, fortunately, I deleted the shit out of them, so now you don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. I ain't gonna worry about those. I just, you know, also don't know what lights or what lights, but what floodlights to be using. Yeah, JR had some, but they don't fucking work. Cause I need some that at least emit a light pool.
Well, I mean, you just set up the night lighting assets that I had, and then when nighttime comes around, they come on. And it would actually look a lot better.
True. I don't want something that's going to kill everyone's frames, though.
Jaden, as big as this route is, you can't avoid that.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm going to try everything in my power to avoid that. You know, make this route as frame-friendly as I possibly can. I mean, yeah, there are going to be some people that are going to go, I can't load it. Well, that sucks. That sucks now, doesn't it? That's cool. This tank has floodlights that emit off of it as well. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about that, but it'll work.
Sure do.
Let's see, flood. So that's a light. That's also a light. That is a bigger light, holy shit. That doesn't emit a lot of light. That's a fucking huge tower, holy shit. When you need light. I think those were the floodlights previously. That's... So that's all the floodlights we have. Floodlight. Floodgate, I don't know, I need that. Ooh, that looks nice. Apron floodlight. Those airport floodlights. Maybe have a fence separate the station track from the yard tracks. That's not a station, that's a depot. That's just like the yard office and shit. See how that one works. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to make do with really what we have, because it's not getting much better. That was a waste of my download, because that one didn't even fucking work. Just wish they were double-sided or something. Grapes. Yeah, it'd be nice if trains had better lighting. this out. About 200 feet between each light pole. Be a little too particular, but it'd be nice to have proper spacing. Alright. Way to go. Must be getting late. Police scanner's starting to light up. Let's see here. Drag this up. Carrot basket. Not much of a carrot basket.
Now,
What?
a Carrabassett.
It's like a Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, only doesn't serve ice cream.
What does it serve?
Just ice.
And depression.
Diesel flavored.
Ugh. Souls of our railroaders who we sucked into this project.
Yeah, actually though.
Yeah. All the people we've annoyed with this project. 200. I'd really hate to see the lighting bill for this yard. Oh, must be after 9 o'clock because the Duolingo owl is harassing me now. Bitch, you're late for your lesson. And there's a goddamn stink bug. What the hell? These things have been so annoying this year. They have just been everywhere.
They really have, honestly.
That's why I can't wait for the first big freeze, because any stink bug I find in this house is going outside. I'm so sick of looking at them.
Good riddance.
And they just kind of silently crawl out of nowhere. It's
They
like
really do.
It's like my cat in the middle of the night when I'm just laying there quietly in bed, minding my own goddamn business, and he doesn't make a single sound when he enters my room and jumps up onto me. He doesn't jump up onto the bed, he just jumps onto me.
Yep.
It's like-
From floor to Jaden, one stroke.
Oh yeah, no. And again, doesn't make a single sound. He doesn't meow, he doesn't chirp, he doesn't, nothing. Just enters my fucking room like a killer. And then gets all concerned when I fucking go, ah! I sound like Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger, apparently.
Jaden gets so scared he goes Japanese.
Pretty much. And I fucking almost launched my cat into space. Elon Musk is interested in my cat now. What the fuck is a stink bug? It's a bug that stinks. It's just an obnoxious bug that doesn't do much. But supposedly, I'm presuming from the name that if I were to kill it, it would stink.
I've never had that issue.
Oh,
Maybe I just can't smell them, but I've never had one stink when I murdered it violently.
oh. Well, that's good news.
Sure is.
I might take this one outside before I do that. Just in case it does happen to stink, although it wouldn't be much of a disimprovement to my current living situation.
Oof.
Honestly, since my mom has been coming by and cleaning, the house has been starting to smell a little better.
That's good.
Yep. Stink bug, I'm warning you, if you come over here, I'm gonna lose my shit. This yard do have some lights. On just this one track alone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About to measure the 14th. I'm presumably going to imagine there's a 15th, 16th, maybe 17, 18, 19. About 20 floodlights on one track. And then I got to put an additional 20 on the other side of the storage yard area. Probably in between the not the yard bypass track, but the track to the left of that, the actual yard track. I gotta put it on the other side of track 1 for the arrival and departure track. So I don't presumably think I should flood the area in the middle, because CBVR can afford floodlights set Unreal. It's a thought, but yeah, we can. Oh, why did you do that? Yeah.
I needed a big stretch, man.
Oh. Wait, Sean.
Uh,
I have depression brownies.
I actually just bought some myself.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should get some depression brownies.
I've been thinking about a depression blueberry muffin right about now, honestly.
Alright, well, you want your depression blueberry muffin?
I'm gonna save them for a rainy day. Brownie it is, come here.
Alright, I'm gonna get my brownie, so everyone hang on to your pants for a minute.
Nope, pants are... Welcome back, buddy.
Okay. So here we are. With my depression.
Two dudes.
Yep. Oh. Two dudes.
I mean, unless you want to be something else.
I just didn't know what the fuck you were.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I haven't had one of those in a hot minute. And the choke on it. Oh god. Oh god. Almost was a death brownie. It's pretty
Just
fucking,
like you like it.
that's pretty fucking metal, man. Old CBVR stock, I assume never going on to TBS by this point. No, actually,
No.
I'm no longer a part of TBS, so none of it will be going on the back shops. Eventually, if all goes according to plan, probably going to try and get that stuff onto my own website, Down East Trains, which I can't find that logo here in a second, just in case none of you have seen that. Breaking news. Carrabassett Valley Railroad being investigated by FBI, FRA, Maine DOT, and NTSB for illicit money and tax fraud after company's financial problems suddenly disappear. Jesus. Here it is. This is the logo I made for Down East Trains. So this will be my little organization that I run. And where any of my routes will end up at, so, and presumably a good chunk of the Carrabassett stuff, or hopefully all of it, but a good chunk of it anyhow. Yeah, no, I'm no longer a part of the back shops, and I don't think I have been since.
It's been a little over a month now.
I think it's been a little over 2 months, actually.
It might be, I don't remember.
It was like right at the tail end of August, beginning of September, I think. It was like middle of
I
September.
thought you made it till October, but that was just me.
I don't think so. I might be wrong. Not that it really matters. I'll double check at some point. Actually, yeah, because I made the Down East logo I made on the 10th of October, or 22nd October. But I made that a little bit after. No, just me. Sean's still at the back shops. Sean, I imagine if he ever parted ways with the back shop, would probably go somewhere else. So, Down East Trains is probably gonna be my own thing, unless he magically decided he wanted to come be friends with me again, because he doesn't like me. It's just an awkward divorce that we haven't announced to people yet, because we wanted to keep our arguing out of,
The public eye.
the public eye, because it gets pretty brutal. He hits me.
Wow, way to just fucking air our dirty laundry on the fucking live stream.
You've been a
What's
bitch.
up?
You've been a bitch for years, you fucking whore, and you know it. You're just like your fucking mother. Oh, it's Toby. Hi. Oh, no. You're gonna come right up here. Hello. Oh, yo. What your woojos? Oh, why are you being cute? Yeah. Wait, Sean and Jaden were married? What? Yeah, we're not getting into that. I feel like too many TBS jokes have been made. Or, AM server jokes have been made about that.
Probably.
Or erotic, what was it? Erotic mod?
Erotic moderator, homoerotic moderator
Homoerotic.
fan fictions.
Yes. Homoerotic moderator fan fictions from the Approach Medium server. Written by Unreal. Based on
It's
true events.
specifically Unreal's fault.
Yeah, no, Unreal. Oh shit, I didn't want to move that. Alright, so. Let's see. Jesus Christ, I get cereal and come back to. Yep, homoerotic mod fanfiction.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so track. Whatever the fuck that is now lit. We'll probably stick one more light right there. Is that one? Yeah, I'll be fine. Why are you instilling Carrabassett Valley business relationship fan fictions into my head? Couldn't tell you, Chief. That one's on you. What do I hear, Sean?
No, that's my impression around here. Just haven't opened it yet.
Dilly dilly. Alright, I'll fucking flood like the other side of the yard afterward. That's just tedious as fuck. I mean, I think it actually kind of looks better. As much as it could in trains, but... I need to get a fucking light to go on the side of that shop. There it is. light. Meow. Why do you meow? What? What? Why do you meow? What can I help you with? Huh? Where did you go? Where the fuck did you go? Oh, there he was. Hello. Where are power poles? Well, I haven't added them yet there, Chief. Well, I gotta add a fucking substation for this goddamn yard. Ooh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Does every asset have a config? No. I don't know, probably. I mean, I could just switch out the light pool, but I don't really want to go through that because that's a lot of work, but I just don't want to put in. Look at you being a cat. What? Oh, no. Oh, I'm sure you could do that if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm absolutely positive you could do that if you wanted to. I'm just not doing that. Fat toes. What? What's got you being a cat today? Huh? What's got you meowing? State of the Union? Politics? Congress? The weather? Sean's erotic fan fiction?
Sharonica.
Never say that again.
I won't.
Never.
Jesus Christ.
Never ever say that again, please. I will properly learn to build yards like a goddamn pro. That's not what I wanted. What are these notifications on my book of face? You ever just speak to your cat and sound like a complete and utter moron while doing so?
Always.
Okay, good. Then you're petting your cat properly. Toby is just meowing because he is told to be asserting his dominance over us puny, pathetic humans. I mean, you're probably not wrong. My cat probably one day is going to claw my face in the next week, but I'd like to think he would at least have some mercy on me because, well, you know. I do give him all sorts of pets and loves and stuff. Would you take mercy on me, Tobes? Aw. What is the storage building ye have there? Actually, yeah, I've been meaning to add that to the suggestion station section, but these are on the DLS. They're storage buildings 0 through 10. They're all free. They come in various different shapes and sizes. Mostly just, mostly just single-level warehouses, but, yeah, they come in different designs and whatnot, and they're all on the DLS. So I've been using them all over the place, but yeah, so these two right here, and then I combine this asset to be that, or extend it a little further, but I just combined them because they were the similar color, and use one of Dave Snow's little brick yard, or brick offices, to kind of sit on the side. But yeah, I just been meaning to throw it in the suggestion station. Not suggestion, but asset emporium, or whatever the fuck it is. basically your section of the server I've been meaning to throw it into. Good shot. Right, get. Alright, that's not what I want. That is also not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Also not what I wanted. That is closer to what I wanted. That is still close to what I wanted. Not what I wanted. That is... nope. There we go. Alrighty, Matt. Well, have a good night, and I will chat with you on the flip side. How long have I been going? About 3 hours. So probably should start wrapping it up here shortly, because I don't think I should be streaming all the rest of the evening.
The best idea, no?
Yeah, maybe I'll break it up and do a stream a little later, but I might go and socialize for a bit. Plus, I'm pretty sure my Nordic music might be ending. Actually, yeah, we're on the last song. So yeah, I've managed to go through an entire 2-hour, pretty much, compilation of Nordic music. See how this looks when it's just a little darker. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, actually, kind of do be. Oh, that's right. You adjusted the settings, didn't you? No, nights aren't absolutely abysmal now. Holy shit, I can see. Oh, this is nice. I actually can drive at night. Ooh, this do be nice. Very nice, Sean. Very, very nice. Very nice. Look at this. Oh, this is nice. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, this looks very nice. Ah. And these, in my opinion, have to be the best street lamps in probably all of trains, aside from Sean's light mod or pool asset. Very nice. Well, I think that's probably going to be where I initiate a save real quick, because guess what I've yet to do?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Been working literally all day, and I have not saved once. Alright, well. Didn't quite get any mainline track work done, but I'm happy with how the yard looks. Like, this is just nice.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me this hasn't been the same song on repeat? No, this has been like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 different songs from the same composer. Just typed in royalty free, I think it was Viking music, and that popped up. So I'm like, 2 hours? Good. I won't have to deal with it for 2 hours, and look at that. About the time I wanted to kill the stream, music has ended. So, yeah, so that's what we got here, guys. So, Yard is, in most part, done in terms of layout. I'm not going to change this layout. It do be crisp. I like it. Of course, I have some work to do with actually adding the water in the lake, getting the side of the lake done, you know, placing foliage in and around it. And then working on the main line back through Newport, and also working on the main line up through Corna, and then trying to get my happy ass on over to Northern Maine Junction, which is probably what I'll be doing for most of the evening, is getting the main line starting to stretch towards Northern Maine Junction. That's kind of cool. Anyways, but I do appreciate y'all for watching as long as we've been going. So, I will be streaming this. I might do a stream either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on A, what the job situation looks like, and B, what the weather's going to do, because if it's going to stay warm this weekend, I got to get some last-minute yard work done. So, but I will try to stream soon, so do stay posted for that. And, yeah, I guess I'll talk to y'all later, so until the next one, take care.
See you.